Hey, I'm NichBoy and welcome to Pocket for Monday, the 2nd of May. Today on the show, Senate inquiry, Super Fallout, and this week in the games. Alright, here's what's been making headlines over the weekend, and the Senate inquiry into Australian video games has wrapped up. On Friday afternoon, the Australian Environment and Communications References Committee released their long-awaited report, which recommends the reinstatement of the dismantled Interactive Games Fund. In November of 2012, Screen Australia were charged with administering $20 million in order to build a sustainable base for the game development industry here in Australia. But just 6 months into the 3-year plan, the federal government withdrew that money which helped get games like Armello across the line. Imagine how many other Armellos we could have had if that money had stayed, and that Armello would have seen the other Armello across the dance floor and been like, hey sexy, you wanna make some baby Armellos? And then we would have had a whole family of Armellos. But no, the way things are now, Armello's just gonna die old and alone. In June of 2015, the Senate opened an inquiry into the future of Australia's game development industry, and that inquiry led to this new report. On top of asking for a successor to the Interactive Games Fund, the report suggests that implementing tax incentives, such as those offered to the film industry, could be of great benefit. Make baby Armellos happen, government. Moving on now, and Vivendi has increased its stake in Ubisoft. The French media conglomerate now owns 17% of Ubisoft's capital, enough for 15% of voting shares. At the start of 2015, Vivendi bought a 6.6% stake, a move Ubisoft CEO Yves Guillemot described at the time as unsolicited and unwelcome. Now, with 17% of their company in the hands of Vivendi, Ubisoft are getting pretty wary. While Vivendi says it has no plans to attempt a takeover, Guillemot is skeptical. He said that this is a confirmation of their habitual strategy of creeping control, in which they say they have no intention to take control of Ubisoft while steadily increasing their stake and preparing an offensive at the next annual shareholders meeting. Oh, the French are inspiring. Guillemot finished by saying that Ubisoft is focused on preserving the independence of the company. Oh, Daniel Radcliffe is totally gonna be in a B- TV movie about this. And staying with Ubisoft, footage of 1666 Amsterdam has surfaced. The unfulfilled IP of Assassin's Creed creator Patrice Désilets was shown off at the Reboot Develop conference, at which Désilets was a speaker. The footage, filmed off a projector, shows that you would have been able to play as a lice-ridden bird, a plague-infested rat, and a lice-ridden, plague-infested Frenchman. Shame it never came to fruition. Looks cool. Remedy has released a long overdue patch for the PC release of Quantum Break. Some of the fixes included in the 27 gig patch are frame timing to match refresh rates, a toggle for the aesthetic film grain, enhancements to the interface and resolution options, and they've removed a rare bug which would wipe all game progress after completing the game. All reports are that it's a much smoother experience now. Not perfect, but a whole lot better. And finally, Lionhead Studios is officially no more. In a public statement to Eurogamer, Microsoft said, "We can confirm that after much consideration over the 6-week consultation period with Lionhead employees, we have reached the decision to close Lionhead Studios. We have nothing but heartfelt thanks for the team at Lionhead for their significant contributions to Xbox and the games industry." And if you're wondering why it took Microsoft so long to close the place down, it's because the consultation period is actually a requirement of UK law, and not because they were wrestling with some agonizing decision. Moving on now, it's Thing of the Day.
It's Thing of the Day.
Zalandro has created a Fallout 4 mod which makes the gameplay like super hot. The death animations are a lot more sinister with actual blood and dismemberment. Super hot. Super hot. Alright, it's This Week in Games time. Rob letting you know what's happening this week in the games. And let's start with the NPD stats for the week ending April 24th, a mere one day after my birthday. And number 1, Ratchet and Clank, which I'm very happy to see there, and I hope signals the beginning of an age of variable pricing, where it's not just $15 for indie titles and $80 for AAA, but there is space in the twixt. Number 2, Dark Souls 3. Number 3, Far Cry Primal. Number 4, GTA 5. Number 5, Star Fox Zero, which at least cracked its way into the top 10, but not as high as most Nintendo titles generally debut. Number 6, Tom Clancy's The Division. Number 7, Call of Duty Black Ops 3. Number 8, EA Sports UFC 2. Number 9, Minecraft. Number 10, FIFA 16. And dropping off the list this week are Dirt Rally and Uncharted, the Nathan Drake collection. Because finally, everyone owns those games. We did it, Dirt Rally. We did it. So here's what's coming out this week, and it's a pretty slow one. Let's start with what's coming out May 3rd, tomorrow. Weird little cooperative gross tube human centipede via play school sports puzzle game Push Me Pull You is out for PS4. Fragments of Him deals with death, loss, and grief and is out for PC. The Park uncomfortably deals with mental illness on Xbox One and PS4. And Superhot deals with crystallized German people who explode when you touch them on Xbox. Also on May 3rd, Japanese RPG Ray Gigant is out on Vita. Shadow Complex Remastered is out on PS4, and so is Tabletop Racing World Tour, also on PS4. Finally, for May 3rd, Battleborn comes out for PS4, Xbox, and PC in brick and mortar shops, and May 4th digitally. On May 5th, the beta for Forza Motorsport 6 Apex is out on Windows 10 for all your 4K racing needs. May 6th, we get adventure game Cathy Rain and mobile adventure game The Beggar's Ride, both coming to PC. And on May 8th, Ecotone brings tiny bits of sperm in Shy Guy masks to all our PCs. Alright, that's it for today's episode of Pocket. My Pocketeers, what should we discuss tomorrow for the talk through? Let me know in the comments. And while you're on the internet, check out Good Game on Facebook, YouTube, and iView. Want to meet fellow Pocketeers? Then join the Pocketeers Facebook group and Steam group. You can follow Good Game on Twitter at @GoodGameTV, follow Pocket at NichBoy, at Pierreth, at GG, at Monkey, and at SamGee. There are links to everything I just said in the description below. Today's Thing of the Day graphic was sent in by Andrew Chesser. Thank you very much, Andrew, and thank you for involving me in it. I expect my cut of all the royalties. If you've made a thing, please send it in. And speaking of things that have been sent in, do not forget that our voting for Thing of the Day competition is still active. There is a link to a poll in the description. Go there and vote. Voting ends Friday. Make your vote count. Come on, guys, let's rock the vote. All right, until tomorrow, NichBoy out.